With that update, let's get to the show with Oz India Travels. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to this very important update which we have been providing to you for the last 3 weeks. And of course, we know there's so much that we have discussed about, and it's all been brought to you by the courtesy of Oz India Travel, and Tanvi has been providing us with all these important, very important updates. So, welcome to the show, Tanvi.
Thank you so much, Umesh. Thank you, everyone, for listening to us on Australian Indian Radio. So, as Umesh mentioned, we are trying all our best from last 3 weeks to get you all the up-to-date information about travel. I hope you all are enjoying festivities around. So, I know there was a Karwa Chauth yesterday. So, goodies. I hope your boys pampered you well. Without any delays, I would just like to tell you guys that please, all the advices we are giving today, they all are up to like the current updates we received. So for all up-to-date information, please visit all the government websites, or you can call us as well, and we can update you because the rule may change anytime.
And of course, the rules can change anytime, quite rightfully said. And I know that while we're talking, in the last show, you mentioned about a flight going out on the 5th, which is today. So, what's that update on that flight?
So, Umesh, flight is almost sold out, and I can see there's so much excitement around. There were parents being waiting for more than 6 months to go back home, and very excited to celebrate Diwali in India as well. And some kids, they are a little sad, which is of course. But yeah, it's all set to go. It's just in few hours. I would just like to go through the checklist. I know some of you are already at airport or maybe sitting at home, ready to go. Guys, please be at airport at least 4 to 5 hours before departure. Otherwise, flight may get delays like last time. So please, let me just go through the checklist with you. First thing, you should have the international ticket and your domestic ticket. If you have got any, please make sure your names and flight details are correct on those tickets. Try to take a paper format with you. First thing. Second thing, make sure you are carrying your own passport and that's valid. Third thing is about the OCI or emergency visa if you are Australian citizen or PR. Fourth is Indian arrival letter, which we have given to you, the 2 copies of that. Fifth is Australian the COVID test negative report letter. That is very, very important. Make sure you carry that with you. Fifth are the extras, which I always suggest for you all to have all the supporting documents. So, for example, if you're PR or citizen, make sure you have your exemption letter from Home Affairs. You should have filled the self-reporting form online and the exemption form to get the home quarantine. Just make sure you have all these extra forms with you. Seventh is if you have applied for the wheelchair for your parents, make sure you ask the staff at the check-in. Eighth is if you have traveling with the infants, make sure you tell the staff at the check-in whatever your seat preferences are, because we know some parents say they want to have a front seat, some want to take the back seat, and you just some people just think themselves that they will be given, but no, when you go check in, because it's a charter flight, we cannot select any of the seats for you. So when you go there, please make sure you ask the staff at the check-in and they'll give you the best possible option. Number 9, very, very important, which I always mention and mention last one as well. Please make sure your family, whoever is flying, they have enough cash in Australian dollars and Indian rupees with them, because this emergency never knocks you. That what I always say. So make sure they have some Australian dollar coins, some Indian rupees coins. Let's say maybe 5,000 Indian rupees or $100 Australian dollars, just to be on safer side. And if you can have the card, that would be fantastic. Number 10 is the food. Guys, as I mentioned before, Scoot is not giving you proper food. They are just giving you a vegetarian snack box, but that is not enough for the total journey. So we always recommend you to take some food with you. So if you haven't packed yet, pack it now. But you don't have to pack any tea, water, or coffee, because airlines is giving you all the liquid. So that's all sorted. Number 11, very important again, the blanket. So Scoot is not giving you blanket because they will have air conditioning on, and all our parents are flying. So make sure you are giving them the blanket as well. And very, very important, the 12th point, guys, don't forget to smile. don't cry much at the airport. I can see when I'm on tears when I'm there. So please take a lot of positivity. You're already in on our WhatsApp group, so we know how the flight going in Singapore, reach Delhi, how the everything is going. So everything is all going as per plan. So don't worry about anything. Once again, let's say all is well. So everything is going perfect, guys. Just go through these 12 points and your family and you everyone will be perfect in this flight.
Wow, that's you've made it sound so good, because there's so much that people need to be careful about, and of course
Yeah,
at the airport people do get emotional, and at the
yeah,
best of the times, and under these circumstances, I can imagine what would be the case. So anyway, you've got this trip going up and away safely. When is the next flight from Brisbane after this one?
okay. So after this one, Umesh, there is nothing direct being planned so far. We would definitely try our best if we have enough passenger. Let's say if we have maybe 250 to 300 passengers from Brisbane interested to go to India, we're definitely happy to think of organizing another one. You all can send us expression of interest by email at charter@ausindiatravel.com.au. You can type us on Facebook as well. So facebook.com Travel. You can send us text message 04044033264 is our number. So as soon as anything becomes available, we will announce it here with Umeshji, of course, and on our channels as well. Umeshji.
That is wonderful, because so if there is no direct flights from the Brisbane, do the people have any other option then? What would be the options for
Okay,
anyone?
Umeji, yes, people have other options from Brisbane, not directly from Brisbane, but we can give you via Melbourne or Sydney. Let's say option number one, guys, we have flights from 9th November to 15th January available now, pretty much every week. So fare, if you take from Brisbane, with one domestic flight is around $1,500 or more. If you take two domestic flights, it may go up to $1,700, $1,800, but just depends which destination you're going. But definitely, we are happy we can connect you from Brisbane to any city you want to go in India. Option two, you can take Emirates flight. They are still available with up to 22 hours halt. And their fare starts around $1,100 and these days, I think, $1,400. But just remember when you book the Emirates flight that there are some cancellation also happen in Emirates. So we have to be a little careful when we book them. And option three, we have Air India flights still available up till 20th November. The only thing, Air India flights are a little bit expensive. So if you're flying from Brisbane and we connect you from Sydney to Delhi, the cost is minimum $2,000.
Oh, okay.
Amazing.
So that is a little bit more. What are the
Yeah.
options, from Sydney?
Okay. So from Sydney, we have quite a few flights, everyone. So from okay.
So that's wonderful. But what are the options from Sydney?
So Maisji, we have quite a few flights from Sydney. So two options from Sydney to Delhi. So 11th November still have few seats left. Also 12th November is there to Delhi, and then we have three flights from Sydney to Bangalore. First is on 17th November, but 17th November is pretty much sold out. If it's an emergency for you, we might try if there is any cancellation. Then the next flight to Bangalore is 15th of December, and there is one launch just yesterday, which is 15th of January. So yeah, and we are expecting some more flights to come, guys, maybe in next week or so. And in all these flights, we can make connection anywhere from any Australian city to any Indian city as well. Umeshi.
Okay, so uh, we can't leave Melbourne out of the equation, can we? So what are the status from the flight from Melbourne at this point in time?
So again, two, three more flights launch. Umeshi, as I always say, I call Melbourne the lucky people in case of flights because they have the maximum flight in Australia. So we have flights from 12th November to 12th of January from Melbourne. Pretty much every couple of days there are the flights. So yeah, 20th November is available, 30th November, 7th December, even 24th December, 4th January. There are so many flights, guys, which you can take. So majority of flights are going to Delhi and couple of them are going to Bangalore. And there is one available on 19th of November to Amritsar. But once again, we can connect any Australian city to any Indian city in any of those flights.
Okay,
Obviously.
so that's going from all the major cities, so there are options and there are ways. But of course, there would be people who
Yeah.
would be wanting to come back from India to Australia. What are their options?
So it's the same, Umesh. Nothing really has changed in case of India to Australia flights. So if you have not registered with Australian High Commission Delhi, guys, please do register yourself because by doing that, you will be getting all the updates from Australian High Commission. Now, Air India seems might have some more flights coming. That's what we heard next few days or next few weeks, and maybe Qantas will have some more flights. So there is nothing really at this stage which we can book for you. But yeah, stay tuned. We might have some options coming from India to Australia.
Okay, so what about any other news from India related to the travel? I think there's been some news that,
Yeah, yeah, that's the same news,
yeah.
Maisie. So Indian budget carrier SpiceJet has introduced something really nice, which is online booking of free travel COVID-19 tests. So this has got a tie-up with the VFS Global to launch this service, and at this stage they have option available at the UAE medical centers. So maybe very soon we might have some option as well in Australia and other cities. But yeah, it's really a very good news that SpiceJet is starting. Amazing.
So, so that is good that they've partnered with the VFS. So, is there any other
Yeah.
news for people looking for options? Like festivities. We're coming onto the festive season of the year. If the people need to go out for festivities like Christmas and New Year, what are their options?
Okay, so once again, there is something exciting coming, but once again, for lucky Melbourne. So, lucky Melbourne, you can do something called Dine Under the Sea. So, that's another slow sign that Melbourne is slowly returning back to normal. So, Sea Life Melbourne Aquarium has revealed its underwater dining experience will reopen to public from 6th of November. That means just tomorrow. How exciting is that? So major tourist draw card has been introduced, private dining experience as well, where you can have 3 course meal, 2 hour drink and all packages for 10 people. They are charging $2,000. So you can have your own party there and also the Yarra River or South Bank skyline. So yeah, it will be very, very exciting for you, Melbourne guys. So yeah, that's amazing news. Amazing.
That that is amazing news for the Melbournians. After going through all these tough COVID things. So but they're still in. The border restrictions are there. So what's that update there?
So this week we just got just one news from the border restriction, Umeshi. So Singapore, I think just yesterday has introduced the lifting of border restriction for visitors from Victoria, bring it to the line with other Australian cities as well. So from 30th October, Victorians can apply for any air travel pass for entry into Australia, and they can fly from 6 November onwards.
Wow,
So
that
that's again
is
a good news for Melbourne.
again good news for Melbourne. So are there any changes to in-flight meal and entertainment? Many people have been asking about that, and of course, for many of the people like me, foodies, you need to have something to eat and drink on the flight. So what's the update there?
Okay, so update is again the same like last time. So amazed the new upcoming flights are also coming up with the hot meals, entertainment, blankets and all. So except Scoot, which is there on a couple of days. So we have Scoot today and on 17th November. Other than that, most of other flights has all these facilities. So yeah, people won't get bored in flight now anymore.
Okay, so they can get the food there. That's wonderful. And
Yeah.
of course, what are the latest tips, or what tips do you have for people who are wishing to travel at this point in time?
So, Meiji, I would say, guys, please stay calm. Don't get panic. This time shall pass. I hear a lot of calls every day, people literally crying and they are not sure what to be done. Even parents are very, very stressed. So, please don't get stressed. This is my first piece of advice to all of you. If you need any assistance related to travel, guys, feel free to contact me or any of our team members at Oz India Travel. We are here for you. Doesn't matter what, we will guide you step by step process. And I'm very proud to say it's not just if you book with us, we will help you. We'll help you when you have booked somewhere else. We'll help you if your flight got cancelled, the commercial ones, anything you have related to travel, guys. You just have to find out someone who can help you. So we are there to help you, and doesn't matter what culture, what religion, what star, what country you are from. Just give us a call on any of the contact numbers given, and we are there to help you. So you can call our hotline 040 You can call our Brisbane local number, Melbourne number, Sydney number. You can see all the numbers in the comments as well, and or you can email us and go on our page on Facebook. So we are available everywhere. Just give us a message. We are just one message away to any of the questions you may have. So don't worry, guys. Just stay blessed, and if you have any doubts, you can watch the videos as well. You can see our previous interview with Umesh ji at Australian Indian Radio. We have pretty much covered all the main questions which you need to know if you are planning to fly to India. So you can go through all of those videos available at Australian Indian Radio page or on our page as well at Oz India Travel. You can check our videos as well. So there are a lot of information available, guys, which you can go through, and yeah, you will be fine. Just go with the flow, and you'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Yes, go with the flow, but go prepared. Make sure you have all your paperwork and everything. As Tanvi has mentioned, it is very important.
Yeah.
And I think all the travel advice that you have given there is very sound advice. And if people, take that advice, and of course, you've mentioned that they need to take food on the flight, but be careful on what you take. You need to get that past the security there as well. And of course the blanket. So you've covered a lot, and exciting times that you got the first load going on tonight. That flight out of here, that will be quite exciting for many people. Well, I mean, the excitement of the normal travel, when you travel at the normal time, is quite different to the emotions that people might have at this time, because they really need to get there for some occasion or some very pressing family things, and of course reconnecting with the people. So it would be quite emotional. Once again, thank you so much for sharing all this wonderful information and providing this service to the community. Thank you very much for being on the show.
Thank you so much, Mr.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
everyone.
Bye.
Jai Hind.
Jai Hind.